and welcome to Crafty Concepts with Erin. Today we're going to put together a layout featuring the So Much Happy scrapbooking workshop. This is a really fun kit with a lot of whimsy, and it comes with, there's different ways you can buy the kit. I did purchase the Workshop Your Way, which includes all the complements, some washi tape, and puffy stickers. Also, you get the memory protectors, which are my favorite. They are just really excellent quality. But I am not going to follow the blueprints for the pre-designed layouts. I'm just going to kind of do my own thing here. So I'm just layering up the different patterned papers that come with the kit, and this one is in the candy apple red color, and it's more of an orangey red than the color I'm wearing in the photo, but it's all in the same tone family, so I think it works. This is a really fun patterned paper in the Sapphire with the lagoon hearts on top, so I'm just going to go ahead and measure halfway in between. So if you cut up from center, it makes it really easy to dovetail this piece just by eyeballing it and not needing a special tool to do so. The photo in the background there is of myself and one of my border collies, Moss, and we had just placed second in a sheepdog trial, so it was a pretty exciting day for us. What I'm doing here is just trying out some of the different zip strips that come off of the end of each of the papers in the pack. And the rainbow was a little bit too bright, so I've decided to go with that one. And here are the chipboard complements and the stickers. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these clouds out because they're just really fun, and I thought they'd be a nice embellishment on the page. Originally, I would have thought I had to have a cloud themed layout, but nowadays, if they are fun and you like them, then I say go for it. Use those embellishments up, because when you wait for just the perfect layout, you end up never using them. So this is the March stamp of the month. This happened, and it's a really great stamp. It's one, as a scrapbooker, I think I will go to again and again. There's just all sorts of fun little sayings and expressions on there. We have this journaling block that says, these are the moments I want to remember, where you can put the date in the block there. And they do have some number stamps that you can stamp the date with, which I will show you a little bit later. So this also came from the stamp of the month. It's a little sentiment that says, love this. And it's one stamp, but I just inked the top half in Lagoon and the bottom in Sapphire, just to give it a little bit more interest with the two different colors. And I'm going to use the Lagoon ink to go ahead and go around the edge here. And I actually end up changing this yellow piece because the Lagoon mixed with the yellow made kind of a green color that I decided I didn't really like the way that looked, so I end up changing that a little later on. I want to incorporate a little bit more yellow into this layout, so I'm just going to do a drop down banner and stamp it with this little element from the stamp of the month that says take note. So we'll just trim that down to size. And I'll use my microchip scissors just to do the fine fussy cutting around the edges there. So this just helps draw your eye up and add some interest to that upper corner that was feeling a little bit bare. I'm going to do just a strip of this daisy background paper. My take note is about 1 inch wide, so I'm going to do this other strip at 1/2 inch. I like to make them two different sizes. I think it just looks a little bit more visually appealing. So I'm going through the cut apart sheet and the stickers just to see if I can add a pop of red. And here is a perfect little red flower that I will put up there after I adhere those pieces down. So as I explained earlier, I decided I didn't really like that little rectangles, so I'm going to go ahead and put a longer piece of yellow with a little dovetailed end just to kind of go with all the other pieces that I've dovetailed. And we'll nestle that right in there and layer my title on top of that. This layout kind of has a few titles. This is the best day and then love this, but they all kind of work to tell the story of how I was feeling that day. So it's okay to have more than one title. I'm fussy cutting this little flower from the cut apart sheet. And I really like fussy cutting. I know not everybody does, but I find it kind of relaxing. And if you have a lot of cutting to do, you can just sit down with your microtip scissors and watch a movie while you're doing it. It's just kind of mindless, but like I said, it's kind of therapeutic to me. I've laid down this sheet of plastic over here just so I can experiment with those stickers before committing to them. And I'm going to go ahead and get everything tacked down before I go any further here. So this is my Shin Hahn marker in Carmine, and I love these markers. There's a fine tip on one side and a thicker wedge tip on the other, but they're perfect for coloring, and it's just a really pretty tone. This is the again, the Carmine color, and I can add a little pop of red by just coloring in this outlined stamped image here. And it helps just spread the red to the left-hand side of the page. And then again, we have the little flower up top. So as you can see, I kind of have a visual triangle with the red flower in the upper left-hand corner, and then again in my Love This title, and then the reddish cardstock on the right-hand side of the page. So I'm just using a little foam tape to pop up this embellishment here, just add a little dimension and depth. Some of the clouds I will just use my tape runner to lay flat on the page, and then we can pop up other pieces, and it's fun to just kind of have them layered like that. These chipboard pieces are so easy to work with. And these clouds I just think are so whimsical, like I was saying. It just makes the paper packet really fun. They kind of create a little scene there. So here's my stickers that I was experimenting with earlier. This one says Living My Adventure, and then this one says Absolutely the Best, and the third one says So Much Fun. So again, we have another visual triangle here with the yellow. So we have one with the red and then one with the yellow. So I like the way that all kind of came together on the page there. So I've turned my mat over because there's foam on the background and it makes a really nice surface for the stamping. And these are the number stamps that come on the stamp of the month. So you can stamp the date with those right in the journaling block. So again, I think this is a great stamp, one that I'm going to just come back to time and time again. And I like that we can make this journaling block, multicolored. The little arrows on the side would be fun to color in with different colors just to kind of add some interest. But I'm using the sapphire blue and the red to stamp the date there. And then after that, I will go ahead and fill in my journaling. So as I was saying, my dog Moss and I won second place, which is a pretty big deal for us. We've been trialing for a little over a year now, and it's hard. It's something I've always wanted to do since I was 15 years old and got my first border collie. So I just am loving this, and it was the best day, and I was just really excited that we're making progress and having fun along the way, which is the most important thing. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. Moss enjoys it no matter what. So our page is almost complete. I'm just going to tack down the journaling and then take my pen here and do a quick doodle line around the edge of the paper. And I just want to mention that if you do like this stamp of the month, this happened, and you want to add that to your stash, it is available during the month of March, and with a $50 purchase, you can add this stamp for only $5. It would normally retail for $18.95, so that is a pretty hot deal. I'm going to use one last sentiment from the stamp. It says, "What a day," and I'm just going to incorporate it right under the title there. Sometimes it's tricky when we have layered paper to get our stamps, so be sure and put the foam underneath so it comes out clear. Okay, here's our finished layout, and I love the way it all came together. It's just really vibrant and fun, and I just love all the embellishments in this kit. So I will list all the products that I used in the description below with their links. Be sure to click like and subscribe so you don't miss next week's video, and we will see you next time.